Hello, 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 everyone. If you can see us, if you can hear us, drop a comment, please. If you can see us and if you can hear us, drop a comment. Say hi, say where you're chiming in from. We would love to know. Drop a comment, please. Let me turn my phone down for the feedback. I can see us. I can see y'all hopping on. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. I see y'all hopping on.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome. If you're tuning in, let us know where you're tuning in from. We would love to know. We're just curious. We curious like that. We curious mind likes to know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see a few of you guys hopping on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those who are chiming in. And also, if you guys can hear us, if you can see us, drop a comment, please. I know some of you guys may be multitasking and doing different things. But yeah, we gonna kick this on off, y'all. We gonna kick this on off. I know some of you guys will watch the replay, so that's all good. So Gerald, just share a little bit what we're trying to accomplish on these lives tonight. I know that we come on LinkedIn Live pretty often, so just share a little bit about what we're trying to accomplish tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Great Wednesday to those that are chiming in this evening, to those that even watch this replay. Definitely great Wednesday and great evening to you all. So yeah, pretty much on this particular live stream this evening, we was actually going to talk about the mindset of the top 1%. For you all that don't know, the name of our company is actually called the Rise of the 1%. The Rise
Yep.
of the 1%. And just a little backstory very quickly on how the Rise of the 1% was even started. It was started based off of my huge curiosity some years ago, back in like 2015 or so. My huge curiosity of why certain people were rising into the top 1%
Mm.
and why certain people were already in the 1% or the 1% of the 1%. And so pretty much at that time, what I did was I started a conference call called The Rise of the 1%. And like I said, this was in 2015. This was actually before podcasts were as big as they are now. So I used to do a
Yeah.
conference call every single week where I would allow people to hop on and listen to interviews that I did of those that I felt were on their way to rising into the top 1% or that were already in the 1%. And after doing those interviews for a while, and a lot of people got a lot out of them, I decided in 2016 to actually start a full fledged community and company and take my skill set of digital marketing and sales and growing companies and start to work with a lot of entrepreneurs, specifically a lot of Black entrepreneurs, where coaching businesses, consulting, courses, service based businesses, started to work with them in terms of helping them rise into what we call the top 1%. Now, one thing I do want to share with you all from an income standpoint right now in 2024, if we just talk about income, to be in the top 1% in terms of the United States of America, you have to be making over like $831,000 a year as of right now. If you was to look it up online. Okay. So pretty much close to $1 million, pretty much. Things have changed over the years. It used to be less than that, but things have changed. So that's pretty much what it is from an income standpoint. Now, I will tell you this though, when I think about the top 1%, I'm not just thinking about it just from an income standpoint, because you actually could be in the top 1% in other areas of your life and business as well, which can lead you into eventually being into the top 1% when it comes to an income standpoint or your assets and things of that nature in terms of network, things of that nature, right? So what I wanted to start off with talking about in terms of the mindset of the top 1% is a lot of people believe when it comes to people who become extremely successful and get into the top 1% in different areas of their life, business, etc., they think at times it's because people are lucky. They think at times it's because how a person was raised or where they were raised at, or they think it has to do with who they're married to or their different circumstances. When in reality, it's three things. If you all are able to take notes, you want to write it down. There's three things that I've discovered that very successful people have when it comes to having that top 1% mindset that the 99% typically don't have. Okay. Number one is having the right mindset. That's the first thing, having the right mindset. Having the right mindset. So when I talk about mindset, one thing I want to hit on there is, for one, people that I know, like I said, that are very successful, 1% type mindsets. For one, they're very focused, they're very disciplined, they're very consistent, they're very persistent on going out to accomplish what they're setting out for. That's what I would start off with speaking about in terms of mindset. Another thing too I speak on in terms of mindset is something called the mirror effect. It's something called the mirror effect. And what a lot of people that have a top 1% mindset realize as well when it comes to the mirror effect is you attract who you are. So, for instance, like a lot of times I get on strategy session calls with potential clients, and we'll go through the strategy session, lay out their complete custom tailored strategy specifically for their business. They know that this particular strategy can help them with solving their problem in terms of growing their business. And at times, most of the time, I don't get this these days, but at times, you'll get people that'll say, let me think about it. And what they don't really realize is when they do strategy sessions for their particular business, those are the same type of people they're going to attract when it comes to their business. People that want to think about it. So when it comes to mindset as well, right? When it comes to mindset as well, in terms of the top 1%, what you want to understand is successful people, they're very decisive in their decision making. Successful people, they make quick decisions, they're slow to turn around. Unsuccessful people, they make slow decisions, and when they feel like they really have arrived at a decision, they keep switching their mind back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They never decide. They never decide. That's part of the mirror effect. Another thing as well when it comes to the mirror effect as well, you know, if you're rude to people when it comes to like customer service for different businesses and things of that nature, you're potentially going to get clients that are going to be rude with you or your team when it comes to customer support. That's part of the mirror effect as well. You show a lot of gratitude to people, right? Or for instance, let's say someone helps you with solving a specific problem or getting some type of result. You give them some type of testimonial or review. In return, when you help your clients get results, guess what they'll do for you? Give you testimonies and reviews. So all of that is part of the mirror effect. That's what I mean by you attract who you are. And I'll stop there just for a second. If anyone is chiming in right now and this is making sense to you thus far, feel free to drop any comments in the comment section as well. If you are getting any type of value out of this thus far, make sure you hit the like button for us or the love button. And also feel free to share this around with anyone else you feel could benefit.
Yeah, because I see y'all on. I see more of y'all on. Make sure you're chiming in. Drop like you say, drop a comment too, because it helps us. Because a lot of times we can't see at times if you're not truly.
You there, Charlotte? Look like you may have froze. Okay, look like Charlotte is frozen. So what I do is I continue to speak on some things in regards to the mindset of the top 1%. And Charlotte should be able to either unfreeze real soon or she'll have to log off and log back on. So another thing when it comes to the mindset of the top 1% as well is when I talked about the top 1% and those that are very successful, and those that think like the 1% as well. Like I say, they're very disciplined, consistent, and persistent. So one of the ways as well to develop a great mindset like a 1%er is, for one, planning your days a day ahead. Definitely want to write that down. Planning your days a day ahead. It was a real big guy in personal development years ago. His name was Jim Rohn. He pretty much said that someone asked him, when should you start your day? He said, soon as it's finished. So you want to plan your day a day ahead in terms of having a mindset of a top 1%er. A lot of people kind of just get up and just like go at their day, and whatever comes at them, they're just reacting all throughout the day versus being proactive and actually planning a day in ahead in terms of what is going to happen in that next day. From the time you rise to what's going on throughout the day to, of course, settling down at the end of your day and taking it in. Now, another thing too, in terms of being able to have a great mindset in terms of your day and have a top 1% type of mindset in terms of your day is having what we call a morning success ritual. This is something I discovered literally over 10 years ago. And I can tell you, once I actually started to implement this morning success ritual, things went to a whole nother level for myself and even many of those that I serve on a day-to-day basis as well, once I had a morning success ritual or success routine. So if you don't have a morning success ritual or routine consistent of things like prayer in the morning, I don't necessarily know who you pray to, but just having some form of prayer in the morning, having as well some type of form of workout in the morning, as well as out of workout, I know for me, I actually do morning devotion. I study the Bible. You may read the Bible, you may not, but I'm just throwing it out there. to having some form of personal development in the morning in reference to ways to be able to strengthen your mindset. So typically what I do there is read 10 pages of a personal development book around mindset, not specifically skill set, mindset, or listen to 30 minutes of audio. And then as well, reviewing goals and then getting going with the day. Those are some things in terms of my morning success routine. Now, you may do those things, or you may decide to do some of those things in your morning success routine if you are looking to have one or looking to make yours better. I know I've looked at a lot of people's morning success routines because we have people that apply to work with us all the time in terms of joining our team. And one of our questions on our application is, what is your morning success routine? Or what is your morning routine? And I can tell you a lot of the applications we get, they don't have a lot of those things that I actually just shared in them. Okay, we do get applications occasionally that have a lot of those things. A lot of them don't. And what you will find out is if you have a lot of those different things in your morning success routine or ritual, you'll actually have a way better day a lot of times. Even if you're working a job and you're doing your business part-time or you're doing your business full-time, you have a lot of a better day by putting that in place. And doing it early. Doing it early. Now, another thing as well in terms of the day, in terms of mindset as well of a top 1%er, is having time blocks for some of the most high value tasks when it comes to your business throughout the day. So, for instance, if you prospect for your business, having an actual time block on when you're going to prospect day in and day out, meaning connecting with people who you can build relationships with, who you may potentially can do business with or potentially form partnerships with and collaborate with. You have time blocks for that day in and day out of you working your business. I know so many entrepreneurs and business owners who have prospecting as a part of their business, but they do it when it's comfortable and convenient. They do it when they have time and they wonder why they're not getting the great results. They're not being extremely successful in their business. They're not booking the calls. They're not landing any clients. They're not forming any partnerships, things of that nature, because they do it when they feel like it. Top 1% mindset entrepreneurs and business owners don't do it that way. They time block out specifically what hours day in and day out. If it, like I said, if it was prospecting, that I'm going to prospect. What times of the day? What times of the day if I'm doing calls that I'm going to block out to do calls? That can be discovery calls. That can be sales calls or strategy sessions or consultations or what have you. What time of the day am I going to eat lunch? Most of the time, that's if I'm full-time in business. If you work a job, I'm pretty sure you got your time as well. But even full-time business owners, what time am I going to eat lunch? Now, you'll notice I didn't talk about breakfast. Me personally, I don't eat a heavy breakfast through the week. I typically intermittent fast in the morning. So I typically like drink a protein shake, eat some fruit. I don't eat anything too heavy that's going to have me sluggish throughout the day and want to take naps and slow down my productivity. So I normally don't eat until around 1 p.m. Eastern time every day, which is typically my lunchtime. And that's when I eat like a meal. But you may not intermittent fast. I mean, you're welcome to still eat breakfast. Not saying you're not going to be in the top 1% if you don't eat breakfast. I'm just saying that's something that's worked for me. And one of my coaches who coached me some years ago on some high performance stuff, actually shared that particular way of doing things with me, and I've done it now for some years, and it works well for me. But different strokes for different folks. What I will say though is, yeah, you plan out your lunchtime. If you have a team, what parts of the day as well that you're going to meet with your team? And whatever parts of your team that may be. That may be your business partner. That may be your assistant. That may be your person that's over operations. That may be your sales team. That may be your client success team. That may be your marketing department, if you have a marketing department. That may be your CFO, if you have someone handling accounting and bookkeeping for your business. When are you going to do those meetings? Here at the Rise of 1%, we meet daily. Me and Charlotte meet every morning, Monday through Friday. We meet with our sales team daily. We're starting to meet with our client success team daily. And then I have times as well where I meet with the person, of course, that's helping out with accounting and bookkeeping for our business at this time as well. You have to block out those times. If you're going to create content, when are you going to do that? And be very consistent with it. A lot of people just do content and put out content when it's comfortable and convenient. You got to schedule the times that you're going to create content, whether that's creating video content, whether that's doing live streams, whether that's doing a podcast, whether that's you posting on social media, different postings. If you have an email list, when are you going to email your list? And I'm talking about primarily right now the schedule of your day, having these time blocks. If you're going to do client success work, what time of the day are you going to do that? You have to block it out. Right? If you are in a place in your business where you're running paid advertising, when are you going to check on your ads to manage your ads? If you're running ads, if you're not running ads, then don't worry about that. Just focus on the organic activities. And then, of course, in your evening, what time are you going to eat dinner? What time you may chill out for the evening? You know, people have families, so may chill out with your family in the evening. Or you may continue to study on your craft or may continue to do some work. But whatever that is, you know, you want to definitely make sure that's blocked out. That's all a part of having the top 1% mindset. A lot of times people don't really get that. Is, for one, like I said, planning your day a day ahead and actually having a set schedule and time blocks of different things that's going to actually take place within that day. And another thing I would recommend as well is, when it comes to a top 1% mindset, what most 1%ers have is specialized knowledge. They're specialists, right? They're specialists. And the best way to get better and better and better in specialized knowledge is to study on your craft daily. So myself, I know me personally, in the middle of the day, typically during lunch, I'm studying stuff around marketing, growing businesses. In the evenings, a lot of times, at times, I'll read biographies on successful business people, right? Or at times, you know, I'll go through course material, because, of course, I've invested in several courses over the years myself to continue to sharpen the axe. or at times as well, watch podcast interviews of successful entrepreneurs, things of that nature, just to continue to sharpen the axe, continue to be inspired, continue to learn, continue to grow, to really be able to get to that next level. That's also part of the mindset of the top 1%. That's also a part of the mindset of the top 1%. Now, pretty much the last thing I will speak on around this particular topic, and then of course, if we have any questions or anyone wants to chime in, definitely can do that. What I will say though is another thing in terms of the mindset of the top 1% is having a plan. And specific goals you're looking to accomplish within that plan. A lot of people have no goals they're setting. And I know this for a fact because I talk to entrepreneurs and business owners all the time. And when I ask them in terms of the specifics of certain things they're looking to accomplish, whether that's personally, whether that's business-wise, what have you, a lot of times they can't tell me much. Not having goals is like walking into the airport with no ticket to a specific destination. Like literally just walking into the airport. Just put me on any plane.
Right? I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going to hop on one of these muds and then go.
Exactly. It's like
funny.
We have no sense of direction of where we're going, right?
You're right.
So you got to know it's set out for specific type of goals. You want your goals to be specific. You want them to be measurable. You want them to be attainable. You want them to be realistic, and you want them to be timely. We call those SMART goals. You have to be very specific on what you're looking to accomplish. How many clients do you want to get per week in your business that you want to serve? How many new client success stories you want to create? It could be every week or every month in terms of getting results. Those are just some of the things I would speak on in terms of goals, in terms of the business sense. Then as well, you can have your revenue goals, you can have your profit goals. You can have goals around specific things you may want to do actually with your company in terms of just making your company better, make your client experiences better. Expansion in terms of certain areas of your company. Potentially new hires for your company. As well as you have your personal goals you're looking to accomplish, but you have to be very specific. What are you setting out for? Why are you even growing your business? These are things you really want to identify. And you have to have a mission, vision, certain core values. A lot of business owners don't have those either. And then at times wonder why a lot of their hires don't work out for that particular company, because you're hiring people at times that don't even align with the mission, vision, and core values of the organization that you have. If you don't have a mission, vision, and core values. So you definitely have to have that. And what I would say as well is once you have your goals, the next thing you have to make the plan. If I want a certain amount of clients per week, okay. If I'm using prospecting as one of my ways to be able to have those conversations daily on any of the social media platforms to make connections, build relationships, potentially book calls with those that I can potentially help. Okay. How many people am I going to connect with daily on social media if I'm leveraging social media for prospecting? Or if I have a CRM full of leads that I can call, how many calls am I going to make per day? If I have a sales process that requires 2 calls to potentially close a deal, or 3 calls or what have you to potentially close a deal, okay. How many discovery calls am I needing to book per day? How many strategy sessions or sales calls or consultation calls do I need to be booking per day to be able to get to the amount of clients that I'm looking to get to per week and for the month, or eventually per day? This is how you set up a plan. Right? Also, in terms of your plan as well, is once you get the clients, having it mapped out in terms of the journey the clients are going to go through to be able to get their desired outcome, to be able to get the transformation, the result, the problem solved for them. If you need assistance in certain areas of your business and you need new hires, you have to plan out that process as well. How are you going to go about generating applications for those new hires? What are you looking for in the applications of those new hires? And when are you going to block out time on your calendar? We talked about that earlier, to do interviews for these new hires. If you don't have anyone in your company like HR or anything that can help out with that process. If I want to run paid advertising for my business to generate leads, get clients, how much do I need to spend per day to be able to generate the amount of leads I need to get and calls I need to get to potentially get the clients, to get a return on investment of ad spend and be profitable? You have to know all this type of stuff. This is all a part of planning. This is all a part of planning. Now, what I would say is if you're listening to this right now, or you look at the replay, or if you watch this on YouTube, because we're going to be putting this on YouTube, it'll be on Apple and Spotify as well as a podcast. So wherever you were watching this, or like I said, if you're watching it right now, I know you may have heard me speak on in this live stream at times about prospecting, booking calls, landing clients, having an outbound strategy for your business that's consistent and predictable to consistently fill the calendar with qualified appointments and bring high value clients to your business. Now, this year in 2024, if you need assistance with that, then our team potentially can help you with it. We actually, this year in 2024, are pretty much taking lead generation off the plates of many of our clients through an outbound automated system that we utilize. So pretty much this year, if you want to be able to free up some of your time from not really having to prospect for your business, but be able to generate calls daily, through the week, through the month for your business. All you have to do is just focus in on doing the calls. If it's a potential client that you can help, onboard them as a client into your business and fulfill with your product or service. Take lead generation off your plate this year in 2024. Our team potentially can help you with that. And the reason I say potentially, because it has to be a great fit. And we're only taking on a certain amount of clients to be able to do this for, because we like to deliver the utmost service to our clients to ensure that they're actually getting results. So we're not looking to take on tons of clients when it comes to this. But what you could do is, it's a link up there on the screen. Charlotte just put it up there. Is www.theriseofthe1%.com/strategy call. What you can do is you can go to that link and you actually can schedule a 45-minute custom tailored strategy session call with myself personally. And what we'll do is we'll get on a call. I like to find out more about your business, where you are, where you're looking to go, what you're looking to accomplish. Being, I believe we definitely can help you. What I do is I map out a custom tailored strategy right there on the call for your business. And if we believe it's a great fit for us to potentially go ahead and work together and partner and help you grow and scale your business and take it to the next level, then we'll discuss the details of that. If it's not a great fit, that's perfectly fine as well. You'll just get a great, valuable strategy session from myself for absolutely free, by the way. Or if I believe we can't help you, maybe we can refer you off to someone we believe could. So that's the link right there, www.theriseofthe1%.com/strategy call. And I can tell you all this, we have clients who we've helped scale their businesses up to 20,000 plus a month in under 60 days without paid advertising. And we have the results online. They're on our websites. They're on my Gerald Bash YouTube channel. And we as well even have a case study video online as well that dives a little bit more into the specifics of how we help our clients grow and scale their businesses up to that 20,000, 50,000 plus a month level in under 60 days without paid ads. We actually have a case study video for that, and as well highlights a lot of the results that we've gotten for our clients as well. So if you're serious in 2024 about really growing and scaling your business to the next level, taking that lead generation off your plate and just being able to land those clients every single week, every single month that you can serve in terms of your business and really take your business to the next level, you want to schedule that call. Part of growing your business as well and rise to the top 1% is learning how to eliminate and delegate as you grow your business. We have so many solopreneurs, especially within the Black community, who want to do every single thing on their own. You want to get somewhere, go alone. You want to get somewhere fast, go with a team. And to me, you're not really actually a fully functional, operational CEO of your company until you start to build a team. So,
I agree.
With that being said, go ahead, Charlotte.
Said I agree.
Absolutely. Yep. And we are approaching close to around, right now on our team, we actually are approaching, just doing the math in my head.
6?
Yeah. Yep. And we're about to be at about 7.
Yeah.
Before this week is out.
Yeah. Yeah. That yeah. I had to piggyback on that. I really had to understand that myself. With me being new to entrepreneurship, I really had to me and Joe had a lot of discussions behind that. We was like, it's no possible way that we can do and get to the levels where we need to go without us building a team. So I totally agree with that. For sure. For sure.
Right, 100%. Absolutely. Yep. Well, yeah. At this point, Charlie, if you have anything else you want to speak on, or if anyone that's chimed in has any questions or anything you want to speak on in the comments, feel free to do that. Like I said as well, being you got some value out of this, you learned something from it, feel free to share some of your takeaways in the comment section, whether you're watching it now or you're watching a replay or you're watching it on another platform, YouTube, what have you. Also, this will be on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, because we'll be dropping a lot more great content just like this. And also make sure you hit the like button as well, being you got value, and drop some of your takeaways in the comment section. Here on LinkedIn, same thing. If you learn something from this, hit that like or love button. If you learn something from this, like I say, feel free to drop your comments in the section, takeaways, any questions, and feel free to share this around with anyone else you feel could benefit as well.
Absolutely. Yes. Do we have any questions? For those tuning in, we have any questions? And then also, guys, make sure to drop a comment, even if we're off this live too as well. We answer all comments. I don't know if you guys know that or not. We answer all comments.
Yep.
Too as well.
Well, what I would say here is I know this particular live stream wasn't a live stream. We talked about a lot of strategies to grow business today, like the tactical stuff. We've done lives on that. Actually, matter of fact, the last 2 weeks. So if you want to go back and watch our replays or go over to YouTube and YouTube the Rise of the 1% podcast, you can go back and look at some of those lives where we went into more of the tactical and the strategy in terms of growing business. But I do want to tell you all this. A lot of entrepreneurs and business owners, they tend to want to waver away from talking about mindset stuff. I'm going to tell you this. Really, when it comes to growing your business, rise to the top 1%, it is 90% mindset, 10% technical knowledge. Because at the end of the day, you literally can have all the information in terms of the how-tos, but if you don't go out and implement them consistently and persistently, no matter what comes your way, obstacles, challenges, disappointments, things are going to happen. If you can't continue to go and also be structured and organized with a lot of different things that I actually spoke on in this live, then a lot of the how-to stuff doesn't really matter. So we wanted to actually start off this month of May with mindset over going and talking more about the tactical and strategy stuff, which is we have more of that coming. Today, we decided to say, you know what, let's kick off the month with the mindset. Let's have a proper mindset going into this month of May. And so that was as well one of the reasons why I decided to do this live this evening.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mindset is key, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
100%.
It'll actually, if your mindset is not right, it'll put you in a slump to where you'll be like, well, I'm not progressing.
Right.
A lot of times it is your mindset at that point too as well.
Yep. Absolutely. 100%.
Definitely. Well, ladies and gents, if we don't have any more questions, we will see you guys on the next live. Thanks so much for tuning in. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment below. And I will also drop the link below for you guys so you can have it too as well. This is like a living video, like Gerald mentioned. This will also be on YouTube as well as on Spotify and Apple too as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, guys, enjoy the rest of your week. And guys, we will be back next week.
Have a great one.